Has anybody ever told you that life was gonna be easy? That was always gonna be fun, that you're going to be happy every single day, that you're not going to have any hardship in your life, that it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows. No. Nobody has ever told you that in your life. And no matter if all of these think positive gurus tell you that, you should always try to find positive in life and stuff like that. No matter all of these things, you have to agree that life sucks sometimes. Because these people tell you this, it doesn't matter that there's not gonna be a day where you're going to feel like not waking up. Like you're going to feel like you want to stay in bed, you don't want to do anything productive, where you feel like super demotivated and you just don't want to do anything. There's going to be those days where you're going to feel depressed the second that you open your eyes. Where everything is literally going to feel like it's going against you. You are going to have hardship in your life. And simply just by pushing that shit away, it's not going to make your life easier. It's going to make it even worse. This is where addiction is made. Where people with all of these entitlement minds are built. They feel like they're special. They feel like they're the only ones who are experiencing hardship and stuff like that. But that doesn't deny that there's going to be those days where you're going to feel like shit. I had hundreds of those days in my life. Hundreds. I literally tried to lose weight for more than 10 times in my life. But eventually, like the 11th one that I tried, I done it. I was 13 at PE with 105 kg with my whole class laughing at me. And now at 15, I have literally basically maybe even, I wouldn't say the best physique, but just like a really kind of decent physique. And that was because I embraced that hardship. I didn't put it aside for my whole life. I embraced it. For this YouTube channel, I started like 7 channels before this one. None of them worked. Boom, the 8th one is doing kind of well. And don't get me wrong, it was hard. Like this channel is harder than every single other one I made. It takes time, it takes just passion, it takes hours and hours of just thinking about ideas, editing, making thumbnails, literally just responding to comments, doing all of these things every single day. It takes time. And it's hard. It's also hard to lose weight. It's hard to build muscle. It's hard to do all of these things. Don't let people bullshit you and tell you that it's easy, because it's not. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. That doesn't mean that you can stay at your house for your whole life and do literally nothing. No. That means the exact opposite. Everything that is really hard to achieve, hard to get in life, is worth getting. It's worth investing in, it's worth doing. Because there will come a point where those days where you actually went through, you stayed consistent, even though it felt hard, you stayed motivated, you still literally just like pushing and pushing, despite all of this hardship, there will come a day where you will eventually be able to get benefits from them. It will build you as a person. This is why I preach cold showers, going to the gym and stuff like this so much. Because it's so hard to start. It's so hard to do the first thing, the second thing, the third thing, the fourth time, the fifth time. It's so hard to do it. But it's the exact point where we should do it. Because it builds character, it builds our part of mind, where eventually when you get the big hardship in your life, your mind is already prepared for it. It has went through all of these hard times that you yourself have put yourself onto. It's much better to put yourself in hardship than to just randomly be put into hardship. If you can control the time and the way, the intensity of the discomfort you choose for yourself, it's going to be much easier for you to deal with this all just unsuspected discomforts and pains and these things of life. This is why I preach all of these things. This is why these things are so important. And you need to understand this. Life is not going to be easy. Most of the time it's actually going to be the exact opposite. But if in those times where life doesn't feel particularly hard, you force that hardship on yourself, the hard times will eventually become easier. Maybe the times won't, but you will get stronger. And you'll be able to get through them much easier, much quicker, with less effort. And that is a really important thing that we can do for our life. There's not such a thing as an easy life. Only a hard life that is lived by a strong person. You can choose to be that strong person or not. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you actually learned something new. Stay consistent, my friends, in everything that you think is good for yourself, and eventually you will get success. If you want to actually watch some of my other videos, you can click and watch one of those right here. That's pretty much it for this one. Fate be the reason. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, my friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.